Happy day, everyone! Welcome to Camglish.com. This is Teacher Jara, and I will be with you for less than 10 minutes. Let's all together enjoy learning English grammar in a fun and convenient way through Essential Grammar in Use, 3rd edition by Raymond Murphy. For today, we will discuss the continuation of Unit 87, and it's about comparative adjectives. In our previous video, we learned the rules in forming comparative adjectives. So let's have a quick recap. The first rule that we had before is that ER is added to the end of one syllable adjective. Okay, can you still remember that? Oh, that's very good. Like for the samples, old, older, slow, slower, cheap, and cheaper. So, what is the second rule? Can you still remember? You were right. In the case of an adjective that ends with a consonant, vowel, and another consonant, the last consonant is doubled, like big, right? We double letter G and then add ER. Okay, it's very easy, right? We also tackled about the rule that if an adjective ends with Y, we will change Y to I and then add ER, like for the samples, easy, easier, heavy, heavier, and early, earlier, right? We also discussed some of the sentences using comparative adjectives. Now, let's learn more rules, okay? For the fourth rule, we will add the word more to the adjective, okay? Let's have examples. We have the examples careful. We will make it more careful. Polite, more polite. Expensive, more expensive. Interesting, to more interesting. So what can you say about this rule? This rule applies to adjectives which are long. Long words like 2, 3, or 4 syllables, like in the samples given, right? So, can you give me more examples of adjectives wherein we can add the word more? We have the sample difficult. As you can see, the word difficult has 3 syllables. Difficult, right? And as we discussed, we will add the word more before the adjective, so it will become more difficult. Next, we have the word honest. Honest has 2 syllables, so add the word more to become more honest. Okay, so now let's proceed to the sentences with this kind of comparative adjectives, okay? For the first sentence, you must be more careful. Next, I don't like my job. I want to do something more interesting. And for the last sample sentence, is it more expensive to go by car or by train? How about you? What is your sample sentence with this rule? Now here is my sample. The last test was more difficult than the test today. So we used the comparative form more difficult. Okay, it's easy, right? So you can make your own sentences using this rule. Now let's have the last rule for comparative adjectives. Look at the samples. good or well, it will become better. And then bad to worse. So what can you say about this one? These are called irregular adjectives because the regular way to make comparative adjective is to add er, right? Or to use more. But in this case, we change the spelling of the adjective. So again, these are called irregular adjective. Let's have two more samples. Many, it becomes more. And then little, less. Now let's read the sample sentences. The weather wasn't very good yesterday, but it's better today. So it's good and better. Second sentence, do you feel better today? No, I feel worse. So we used the comparative form of better or bad, which is worse, okay? Now let's have the last sentence, which is worse. A headache or a toothache. Now it's your turn to make your own sentences, okay? I hope you learned a lot. This is the end of our topic for today. Again, this is Teacher Jara from Camglish.com. See you in our next video. Bye-bye!